moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President BOAKAI only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President BOAKAI
you big fly. Yeah, I feel it right good inside me. Flower baby, people don't hear when you get married and your mother-in-law hates you because her daughter has something. Don't bother her. Get the daughter and not the mother, my friend. You know the reason why. Flower lady before the year come on. In a baby be a bo, in a baby be a boba. Hey, if you got your food and you eating it, my dear, and you don't want me to eat it of it, you can only tell me it's your whole day food. And you know I will eat, even if I'm up of my friend. You know what I'm talking about. Flower lady before the haircut. The bus is the bus. Yeah, man. And you know he is always right. Yeah. He can even fire you or get your blood pressure. And no one will come even to say my friend get something. You know what I'm talking about. Flower lady before the haircut. In a baby be a bow. In a baby be a bow. Hey, bye. Yeah. I will give you something, get something, I'm to eat me. They can't be flower lady before the haircut. You are a good old friend. You are a nice old friend. Fly. You are a good old friend. You are a nice old friend. Fly. Ooh, we do it. Feeling right good, Mr. Bumpy and fun. Yeah. Fly. Espresso. In a baby. In a baby. Yeah. When you get married and your father-in-law hates you because his daughter has a bad guy, all you got to do is my friend. Just take the girl, forget the old man, my friend. Adieu, you. Sweet beside me. Adieu, sweet beside me. The fly espresso. We. Yeah. I said feeling right good inside me. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Flower lady before the year come on. You big fly, you big. Yeah. I like to see you standing over them salad. Right on. Yes, you know how you stand with one of your legs up in the air, fly, and your wings out there. It's the fly espresso. got to do, take your bag and put it on your back, my friend, and go. Cause no one will come to your aid. Flower lady before doggy and cause in a baby be a bo, in a baby be a boba. Yeah. You know I got fully a parachute all my life. I never had anything before. It's the fun, billion fun. Fly, you big fly. Ooh, wee. Yeah, feeling right good inside me. Flower lady before the vehicle now. When you get married and your mother-in-law hates you because the daughter has something, don't bother her. Get the daughter and not the mother, my friend. You know the reason why. Flower lady before the vehicle now. In a baby be a bo, in a baby be a boba. Hey, if you got your food and you eating it, my dear, and you don't want me to eat it up, you can only tell me it's your whole day food. And you know I will eat, even if I'm up with my friend. You know what I'm talking about. Flower lady before the haircut. The bus is the bus. Yeah, man. And you know he is always right. Yeah. He can even fire you or make your blood shot. And no one will come. Even so say my friend, yes, something. You know what I'm talking about. Flower lady before the haircut. In a baby be a bow. In a baby be a bow. Hey, bye. Yeah.
All right, okay. I think the sound should be okay right now. The sound should be okay. And thank you so much for giving us the information, my sister Nina Kuya. Thank you so much. So by now the sound should be okay. All right, the sound is okay, right? Yeah. That's it right there. Siedi Nimlen Sio. That's it right there. Tifa Nimlen. Flowers living before door earcore. Thank you so much. Tifa Nimlen. Yeah, that's it right there. Go by. Hey, bye.
When you get married and your father-in-law hates you.
David Church 2677, you are welcome. Thank you so very kindly. I think the sound is okay now, right?
Just take your girl, forget the old man, my friend. Adieu.
Sound is okay. Please let me know.
Adieu.
Okay, Nina. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my sister Nina. So kindly hit for us the share button and let's get started.
I like to see you standing over them salad. Right on. Yes, you know how you stand with one of your legs up in the air, boy, and your wings up there. It's the Fly Expressito.
So hit for us the share button, eh? Let's get started.
When the bus will fire you from your jaw, all you got to do is take your bag and put it on your back, my friend, and go. Cause no one will count to your aid. Flower lady before doggy and cosa. In a baby be a bo, in a baby be a boba. Yeah. You know I got full of parachute all my life. I never had anything before.
All right, so that's how we do it right here. Thank you so much. The sound is now okay. The sound is now okay. Thank you so very kindly. I really do appreciate all of you. Thank you. So this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever you find yourself, for me, it is very early. The time is very, very early from my end. It's very early from my end. And I want to say to all of you, welcome. I appreciate your presence here. It's a privilege for us to have you here. And for those of you who are just joining us, if today is your first day right here, I want you to kindly feel free, comment if if you have the time, comment yes, and let's all have a wonderful time. Share, and also you can follow our page, right? You can follow the page. Please help follow the page, and you feel free to disagree at any time. Feel free to disagree at any time, and it is encouraged for us to do that. So please hit for us the share button. All right, hit us the share button. I am trying to also share so that we can have a wonderful time. So let's bring you this.
People of Liberia and Jordan, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer. Our economy hardship, poor will suffer, rich will suffer, every people will suffer. You see, all the four classes of human will suffer. We suffer. I'm not from Liberia, but that's the message of the Lord for the people in Liberia. If you put that opposition of Bukini or Bukan to be your president, Liberia will sink. Calamity will befall Liberia. You don't expect joy again. The name Liberia will crash. This person has nothing to offer you. Spiritual Liberia will die. The best man for this job is George Weah. Vote him and he will do better than ever. He will do better than his first term. And there will be total development in Liberia. That is me for you. That's what the Lord said. Go and check all my prophecies. I'm not boasting, but that is the message of the Lord. The best person to vote for that will make Liberia better is George Weah. The people of Liberia and George Weah, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer. Our economy hardship, poor will suffer, rich will suffer, average people will suffer. You see, all the four classes of human will suffer. We suffer. I'm not from Liberia, but that's the message of the Lord for the people in Liberia. If you put that opposition of Bukini or Bukani to be your president, oh, Liberia will sink. Calamity will befall Liberia. You don't expect joy again. The name Liberia will crash. This person has nothing to offer you. Spiritual Liberia will die. The best man for this job is George Weah. Vote him and he will do better than ever. He will do better than his first term.
So, fellow Liberians, this morning, this afternoon, we are here with you, and we want to say thank you so much for everything that you continue to do. Gize, thank you so much for joining us. Morris B. Kroma Jr. Kamara Jr. We want to say you are highly welcome. Thank you for joining us. I want to welcome my own sister, Etiano Sampson. How are you? It has been a while. We were talking about you day before yesterday. Yes, we're talking about you day before yesterday. And the people from New York there. So I want to say welcome, my sister Tiano. We're talking about you, and they were kind of like asking me about some of the people that I know in New York, blah 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 and stuff like that. So your name came up, and I was telling them about you. Say, yeah, my sister Tiana is down there, but unfortunately, I don't have a number. But I'm so grateful. I don't know. People work by their names, right? And that's what people can say sometimes. So, my sister, I want to say you are highly welcome. Junior Mutada, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate you. So, my sister, I'm begging you, try to give me a call. You already know my number. I beg you, man. Me save your number. We need to talk after the show. Yeah, I'm begging you. You know my number already. 443-991-3356 is my number. You know it already. So just hit me up. I want to welcome all of you. My sister Nina Kuya, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Do appreciate you. Sidiki Nimle, thank you so much, Sio. We appreciate you. Sorry, Sidi, sorry. I'm sorry, I said Sidiki. But you are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly. Ephraim, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. You continue to remind us about Joseph Newman Boeka, how he stole fee oil and he was, sacked from LPRC by Amos Claudia Sawyer. I want to thank you. Anytime, you see us on, you come with that information. Thank you so very kindly. I really do appreciate you, Ephraim. Thank you so much. I want to welcome David Church. Thank you so much for joining us, my own lovely big sister and leader, Josephine Campbell. How are you? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. I appreciate your presence here as always. So, again, hit for us the share button and let's have a very wonderful time. Those of you joining us on the YouTube in a special way, I want to say thanks to my brother. Thank you so much. I no, I do not play I do not play that game. If it is a game, I do not play that game. But I would be glad if you can teach me how to play it. If it's a game, if you can teach me how to play that game, Genial, I really, really will appreciate were you to teach me. I'm not a fan of most of the games because I don't know how to play it, but I will be open to learn it. So yeah, if we can play that game, that would be fine, maybe on my spare time. But I want to thank you for joining us, and I want to say thanks to all of you that have joined us. Again, do us a favor, hit us the share button, and let's all get started and have a wonderful time. The first video that I want to start with is the video of Mr. BOAKAI. You see, fellow Liberians, sometimes people ask us and say, why is it that you can rest? You're talking, nothing happening. Nothing in your mind is happening because you refuse to look out of the box that you've been placed in. You've refused to look beyond the reality. So in your mind, you will think nothing is happening. But from all indication, a lot of things are happening. And our effort and our presence here on the social media is making a lot of great impact in so many lives. And that we are grateful of. We are educating our people. Our people are now getting to understand and to realize and to appreciate our work. Today, through our advocacy, a lot of people are speaking out and exposing ills in society. The pay that we get for what we are doing is to ensure that our people are well informed and government account. When you see us here doing what we are doing, we are not doing this because we have any extra political desire. Our desire is to see a better Liberia. Our desire is to ensure that our people are equipped with the information to demand government to do what it's supposed to do or what it was voted for. So we are making strive, we are making progress, and we are making gains. And I want to say thanks to all of you, including some of you who come here and disagree with us. We want to say thanks to you, including some of you who come and share our contents, some of you who send your likes, some of you who send your love, and etc. I want to say thank you. I want to thank you so very kindly because everything that you are doing is helping to build us up. Let me tell you this, some of you don't know. You know, the most interesting part of this show that I really, really like is to read the comments. It's funny, it's sometimes sad, it's sometimes annoying, and etc. That's what I really, really like, the comment section. Because in the comment section, I can go in the comment section and read and feel very encouraged to do certain things. I go in the comment section and read and I'm re-energized and etc. So I want to say thanks to all of you. The comment section is the best section that I really like. There are some of you who come and you condemn me, you know, you talk down on us. And I do appreciate that too. Because we live in a world that people's minds should not be conditioned to believe what you believe or to accept what you accept. We live in a world that people should be giving the space to independently, to logically analyze and take their own sides. So when I see comments of condemnation, I am not moved. It don't discourage me, no. It encourages me to do more than what I am doing. And that's why I am here. I could have used this time to thank you, Junior. So I could have used this time to do something else. But again, what is important is what we are here for. And there's the reason why since we started this, we are energized every day. Every day we are energized. Every day we feel so excited. Every day we have the strength. Our strength, is renewed to do what we are doing. So again, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. Welcome to all of you. So I want to start with the very first video.
We were not allowed to tell market when they should be.
This is the first video that we are going to play. You see, Bye, Junior. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So, hit me up and let's see if we can play the game together, Junior. Bye bye from your end. I really do appreciate the time spent here with us. Thank you. And you are welcome at any time. Aliyu, I want to welcome our own chair for membership and mobilization of the DMV chapter who celebrated his natal day some few days ago. Honorable Aliyu Masale, you are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly, sir, for joining us. It's a privilege for us to have you here. So this is the first video that I want to play. And before playing this video, I want to inform you that during the campaign is when government explain their programs, their policy, and their plans. During campaign period is when government will be able to tell you what they will do for you. It is during the campaign time that every political institution goes out there to sell their agenda. So basically, the campaign time is a time where political party competes in a wide space to the people to buy their ideas. It is based on the ideas. It is based on the agenda. It is based on what you proffer that will cause people to vote for you or against you. It is based on what you tell the people that they will say, yes, we can give this person a trial. So basically, doing the campaign is almost like you are signing a social contract with the voters. That's what happened. You are signing a social contract with them. You are entering into an agreement with the voters during the period. Peter Lynn Roberts, you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your presence. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Thank you so very kindly. So, during the time of campaign is when political leaders will tell you what they will do for you, what they have in plan for you, what are their agenda for you. So basically, during that time, it's a time where we sign agreement with these political leaders. It's a time of agreement. Agreement can be done in two ways. Physically, you can sign a documentary evidence, and through a verbal agreement, a document can also be signed with witnesses. Like I was in a discussion with someone the last time, and they were saying you cannot carry in quote verbal agreement. And I said no. I said no. Yes, you can take in the quote a verbal agreement. Why it is true that it is very, very difficult for people to be persecuted on verbal agreement. But once you have witnesses to corroborate what you are saying, then it holds water. It can be it can be used in the court. That's the reason why when you are doing things, you see our old people, right? Who didn't know how to write or to read. Whenever they want to do something, they will call one or two persons. They say, please can John, I'm giving it here to the person I want for you to be witness. So in the court of competence jurisdiction, a verbal agreement can also be used once you have witnesses to prove what you are saying. It's difficult, but when you have the witnesses, yes, to corroborate what you are saying, yes, you can be given the opportunity. When it comes to political institution doing campaign, there were a lot of promises that were made. A lot of promises. And one of the things that Mr. BOAKAI assured the Liberian people was the issue of education, was the issue of health. I don't want you to believe. That's why this morning I will be playing series of videos. And I want you to listen. We analyze this video, leave from one and go to the other. Now, this was one of the messages that was proffered by Joseph Numa BOAKAI during the campaign. So I want you to listen very keenly.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school.
Joseph Numa BOAKAI told us that in his agenda, he will ensure that children will have the right, the compulsory right to education. That's Joseph Numa BOAKAI. That is not me. That is not from you, but that is from Mr. BOAKAI. That children will have that compulsory right to acquire education, to acquire quality education. That's Mr. BOAKAI. That's what he said. Because in his mind, at the time, he believed that one of the things that Liberians were yearning for improvement in is education. He saw that Liberians needed education. When President Weah provided the free tuition for university, Liberians felt that we need more. We want more. Even though the atmosphere was very difficult, even though things were tough, but again, they wanted more. And with the rhetorics that was being, spilled out there by Mr. BOAKAI, the people bought it and said BOAKAI would be the best alternative. But we told the Liberian people that Mr. BOAKAI is not truth to his word. And some of them did not believe. So Mr. BOAKAI told us that education will be compulsory and provided for our kids, for the kids. Here is it.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school.
So Mr. BOAKAI said, children will not be seen on the street selling markets. I grew up helping my sister to sell. I remember back in I'm telling you about 80s, I'm not telling you about 90s, back in the 80s, my sister used to sell in Waterside Market. So when I leave from school, I will go in the market to go and help her. And usually when I'm in the market helping her, it's either maybe to go and buy plastic, to go and buy paper, to, do some small errand. So at a certain point in time, my sister said, well, you being in the market and just sitting by the table here, sometimes she wants to go in the bathroom or she wants to go somewhere, she will leave me near the table. So she decided that, well, what we're going to do is that I will give you, or I will buy plastic for you to just be around here. Because there are people who will come in the market. Some of them don't have plastic. Some of them want to buy fish or other stuff, or the plastic that they having will be small and they want other plastic. So I will buy the plastic bag so you can start selling it just right around here. So I said, okay. I'm talking about back in the 80s. I'm not telling you about 90s, back in the 80s. So when I leave from school, change my clothes, bam, I'll go Waterside. She buy the plastic, give it to me, and I will be around just right in the Waterside Market, in the general Waterside Market. I'll be there selling my plastic bag. And sometimes before you look, in less than no time, my plastic bag finished. She would buy another one, give it to me. So I grew up, with trade. Let me just tell you, I grew up with trade. I grew up with trade, selling, commerce, so to speak. So that also helped me. Sometimes in the morning when I'm going to school, my sister would take. So what she did was, she said, okay, my money that I used to buy the plastic bag, I will take it. but the profit will be for you. So sometimes I will sell back in the days, maybe some kind of lay, maybe 25 cents or maybe 10 cents or 15 cents will be the profit on one plastic bag pack. And sometimes before the day comes to an end, I finish selling maybe about 5, 6. And that money will be kept by my sister for my recess. She'll put it in a particular area. Back those days, they had something called the waste bag. They'll put their money in. The people used to sow it locally. So my owner money, she gets special place, she will put it. When I finish selling, she take her money from there. The money she used to buy the plastic bag, she will take it. Then the profit, she put it in her other pocket. I will go on and sell. So yes, I was going to school, but I was also helping in the market. So when Joseph Numa Boyka took over, he said, the children should not be the one helping the family to sell. What school is going on? They should be in school. And I agree with that. Many Liberians agree with that the children should be selling. The children shouldn't be selling during school period, during the time of school. But let us ask the question, why is it that some of the students or some of these kids, they were helping their parents? There were so many reasons, like I just told you. Some of us will go to school, we help. Some of these parents, they could not afford to send these kids to school. Some of the kids will have to sell. Jacqueline Washington, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. Some of these kids will have to sell, get money, put their susu, or the parents put susu for them, and at the end of the day, pay their school fees. So Joseph Numa Boyka make us to understand that these children will not be on the street selling while school is going on. Why he made that statement? He made that statement because he told the Liberian people that the government is going to shoulder the responsibility of their education. The government will ensure that the public schools are well equipped and are able to absorb those parents that cannot afford to send their children to private schools. That's Joseph Numa Boyka read there for you. As you are hearing him from me.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day. You said.
So he went further and said not only the children, but also the young ladies, their mothers, their sisters, will now also be in the market selling. You see, Joseph Numa Boyka presented a very big picture to Liberians. I don't know how this man managed for the few people to be cajoled. Something that we have done over and over that is part of our life, is part of our culture, is part of us. For Joseph Numa Boyka to tell you that no, you're not supposed to be doing it. I will provide you a better alternative. Our sister, look, selling in the markets or selling from one quarter or from one community to another community has been there long time ago. Has been there long time ago, has been part of our culture long time ago. So Joseph Numa Boyka made us to understand that no, he will change it. Our sisters will not be selling. Our wives, our girlfriend will no longer be selling. Because that is not a dignifying life. According to Joseph Numa Boyka, he says not dignifying. Remember, this man's wife was once selling in their house. She was selling Kala, Katumu Boyka, who is now the first lady. When he left the vice presidency, or when he left government actively, guess what? He could not maintain his life because the money that he had, those money he mismanaged it. So at the end of the day, Katumu Boyka, who is now the first lady, had to sell. Oma was saying Kala in the yard. Kala in the yard. She will fry Kala. The men who can park their bag because remember now Joseph Numa Boyka yard was being used to park vehicles on the rehab there. People used to park their car there, bikes and other stuff. So in the morning, some of these drivers who will come to come take their car, they will buy the color, in the morning now in Liberia, that's what we do. Sometimes some of us are so busy, we may not be able to cook before coming out or eat the cold rest before coming out. So at the end of the day, some of these guys, especially these guys who park their cars, they will wake up very early in the morning, sometimes by 4, as early as 4 a.m. Some of them 5, and go in the yard to go take their car. So when they go there, Katumu Bueka is there frying her color. Some of them will buy at least about $50 color, some 60, some $100, so that at least they can be able to eat it, get the strength, and continue the hustle. So Katumo Bueka was also selling in the house there. She was selling color. So it is not that Joseph Numa Bueka don't know how some people maintain their homes, what they pass through, but he said to the Liberian people that our sisters will not be selling in the market. And there were some of you who bought the idea. You see, when some of us look, when something is too good to believe, don't believe it. When something is too truth, too good for you to believe, don't believe it. Man, I will give my life for you. I will love you to the end of this age. I will do this, I will do that. I will never make you vex. I will never hurt your feeling. Don't allow somebody to tell you that nonsense. Don't allow it. I'd rather you telling me how you will deal with my feeling when it is hurt or when you hurt my feeling. How will you solve problems? I will give you something about myself today, right? When I'm talking to people and they ask me how you will treat me, I don't tell them that I will treat them like an angel. You know what I always tell them? I tell them my faults. I tell them my limitation and tell them how I will work on it to make it better. If somebody were to ask me, maybe take for an example, I see a very beautiful lady and I love her. I say, ma, I like you. I want us to, have a relationship, blah, 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 X, Y, Z, and Z. And you ask me the question, will you give me everything that I need? I can't give you everything that you need. No. I tell you straight to your face, no. I cannot give you everything that you need. But what I will do is to work with you, for us to work together so that you can be satisfied with what I will provide. That's it right there. And sometimes some of us that are so sincere and so real, people turn to, to not really kind of like us much. I can't give you everything that you need, but I will ensure that what I will provide, the ones that I have, you will actually appreciate it. Nobody on this earth here can give you everything that you need. Not even the richest man on the planet Earth can give you all you need. No, he can't. So when something is too truth, when somebody wants to provide themselves to look, or somebody wants to project themselves to look like they are too holy, they are too, extraordinary, be careful. They are dangerous for you. Very dangerous. Tell me how you will respect me. Tell me how you will be able to make me to feel comfortable even when I'm hurt or when you hurt me. Don't tell me you will never hurt me. No, definitely. Like our brother is saying, JMB said for 12 years, the highest paid VP ever in the history of the Republic of Liberia. He could not even manage his life or his wealth. Can you imagine? He could not. So his home was being used, frying color. Our Oma, Katumu Bweka, fry her color and do whatever she's supposed to do. So when Joseph Numa Boyka became president, he said, nobody's supposed to be selling on the street. Our sisters should not sell. Our mothers should not sell. He will provide dignified living. Not me saying it. Listening to Joseph Numa Boyka. What he said after our children, he said to our sisters, our mothers, and our wives.
Allow those young ladies to upgrade the street.
Yeah.
We'll not allow those young ladies to upgrade the street. We'll not allow those young ladies to upgrade the street. Whole day yourself. The money those young ladies to upgrade the street. We'll not allow those young ladies to upgrade the street. Whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it.
So yeah, just a human worker. He will not allow these young ladies to go in the street to sell. Because the money that they make while selling, it cannot even buy rice. You see the picture that Joseph Newman Boyka built? That's why those of us who were there with you, we told you from the beginning that this man, something is not right about this man. These things that this man is saying, it's not correct. That lie. And some of you felt that we're being political in our analysis. But the reality have caught up with us now. We are seeing it. So look at this. He was telling the Liberian people that this young lady will not sell in the street. Selling that have been part of our culture, been part of our life, been part of other people's way of living. That's what people have used to sustain the family. When you go in Liberia currently, most of these men are not working. They don't have any kind of stable income. So what they do is that the day when they hustle, they put their susu, they get late money, they take that money and give it to the woman and say, "Ma, I'm baking you, ma, you got to help me." Do some kind of late business so that at least when I not get it, when the children want their late slipper, you can buy it. They do this. That's how we have been. From antiquity, somebody will say, from the days of antiquity, from old days, that's how it has been. In Liberia, that I know, it has been part of our culture. Our mothers, our fathers will hustle. When they get late money, they give it. Then the old man do one or two things to keep the house going. But Joseph Newman Boyka told you that no need for you to sell. You will not have to sell on the street. You will not have to even go in the market to sell. Because according to him, that was not a dignified life. That Joseph Newman Boyka talking. You were listening to him. He said that by selling, can you imagine how this man lied to you and you believe it? He said by you selling in the street, it is not a dignified living. It's not a dignified life. It's not giving dignity to you. That Joseph Newman Boyka. Don't believe it. Here is it.
Young lady to upgrade the street. Whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people.
Yeah, we want to put dignity on our people. What is that dignity? Take them from in the market, provide job for them. Take them from in the market and provide the education that they need in order for them to be able to work. According to Joseph Newman Boyka, he said that selling was not a dignifying life. The thing that Katumu Boyka was doing, selling, he said, no, that life there, not dignifying life. It's not dignifying life. In the mind of Joseph Newman Boyka, selling reduce you to nothing. Something that has been part of our life. This man lied to you and make you to believe it. And say, no, when you are selling, it's not a dignified living to sell, to be in the market. Look, my people, Joseph Newman Boyka, let's listen.
Whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have.
Now, the dignity, we want to put dignity on our people. The dignity that Mr. Boyka wants to put on the Liberian people should be seen through the budget, right? Should be seen through his policy. Should be seen through his programs, right? No. I think you agree with me on that. The dignity that he wants to put on our people should be seen through the budget. The budget should show whether the government indeed wants to dignify the lives of our people. The budget should show whether indeed our people are his priority. When he was campaigning, that's what he said. That is the promises that he made to us. That's why I continue to say, we are not asking Joseph Newman Boyka for anything higher than what he told us. All the things that we are asking for are things that he promised us and said he would do. That's why he told us. We are not asking for anything that he did not promise. And this is why every day Mr. BOAKAI lies are exposed, or we are exposing on a daily basis. Because the things that he said to us is what we're asking for. It's like you told the girl, man, don't worry, I will love you to heaven to earth. In fact, for your business, 6 o'clock will be at home. For your business, my phone will not get no password on it. At the end of the day, I say that the girl want to tell your phone, he said, no, you can't tell my phone. That's my privacy. When you talking about privacy, you forget about the commitment that you made. Some men, when they are in certain condition, in certain position, at the time, they can make plenty promises. Plenty promises. I want to advise you, when you are a man, when you come to that area, you got to be very careful. Because if you are not careful, you will make promises that you know you can't fulfill. At the end of the day, the relationship ain't go nowhere. The children drop you, then you say, oh, the other girl, pa. Yeah, she will drop you. Because it was an agreement. Oh man, I will love you to heaven to earth. I will provide your school fees. I will do this, I'll do that. Only because at that particular time, you not see something, so if you are moving one wake up. And you understand? Because at that time now, you know, you want to enter Jerusalem. So therefore, saying you want to enter Jerusalem, you are not rationalizing with your head. You're not rationalizing with your head. And you're trusting rationalizing. You're making all kind of promises. Ben Williams, how are you? Cecilia Logan, thank you so much for joining us. Agatha Glasgow, you are welcome. Start using your trusting to think instead of your head. Then you're making promises. Oh man, don't worry. I'll be with you. I'll be your hero. I'll be your light in the dark. I'll be this. I'll be that. And other thing. And time read now, she tell you, say, oh, I play where I am now. And not easy. Christmas coming. I want Brazilian hair. Hey, there. Oh, there you go. You will celebrate Christmas by force. Because that's what you promised her. These were the promises that you made before entering Jerusalem. Oh, yeah. Before you could enter Jerusalem, you made all kind of promises. That's why she asked you. There is always an agreement before the entry to Jerusalem. There is always an agreement. The elders don't know what I'm talking about here. That was taken with the yes and okay or that you answer to. And one thing, look, let me tell you, women are, look, God has given them a special grace. Giving a special grace. You will sign that particular agreement before you enter Jerusalem. It may not be on paper, but that yes, you will be saying, hey, you boy, now easy on me. Oh. The player that only me taking care of my family. Oh, man, don't worry. I buy your side. And now easy. Oh, I get 5 children. Oh. That mean their father, that mean their mother, that mean that everything. Man, don't worry. I will stand by you, Jere man wologisi. Or Jere man will tuvi. All that thing she's saying, she marking it in your heel. And that easy. In the player, I like my dressing being. Oh man, don't worry that the kind of things say where I like. In other words, she telling you that you come and help me now to do the dressing. So you reach to the place now you want to enter Jerusalem, you agree to all of the agreement. Before you go low, you finish entering Jerusalem now. At the end of the day now, oh yeah, Christmas coming now. People, so see some kind of blouse or one bar or that blouse at 25. But where I will take money from, you will take money from there by force. Going by traffic, jacking up. If you are woman, jacking up because he agreed to you before entering Jerusalem that he will do what he will do. So therefore, let him be able to fulfill it. Going by a trouser. They had the Sierra Leone people who our men sent calling by a trouser and a boxer and a brief. They jack everything together and say, well, you're not supposed to go down there. Can't on this side. Gregory Como made the whole that but look, they go, man, they can do something. Oh. Look at how Gregory Como made for them to hold our men sent calling. They grab him by a brief, a basser, and a trouser. The three, the filter men put it together and say, boy, you're not supposed to go to pray. They're jacking. So anybody that make these promises, and time can they want to do otherwise, That lie, you're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. Your foe, my foe. That's why you see some women then they can stick behind a man. I don't blame them. They say you won't going nowhere. Oh. We'll be here. We die together. Oh yeah. Because you made the promises. The time that you came in your life, you were wasting your time. Do you know how many men were coming her way? Do you know how many person was on her way? You lie to her, then time can you want to run away? They will send Kowa in the center of your head. Sit down there. So that's what Joseph Numa did. Lied to the Liberian people and said he will take care. He will do everything. He will give you a dignified living. What is that dignified living? Our people will not sell on the street no more. President Weah that were buying market, his intention was to make it look evil, to make it look bad. That building market, that bad thing, you limiting people. People not supposed to be selling in market. President Weah was building this market. Joseph Numa Boyka wanted a campaign, a message to put out there to tell the Liberian people that no, building these markets is to put our mothers and our sisters in those markets. They are not supposed to be there. They are not supposed to be engaged in trade and commerce. No. To print a picture that what President Weah was doing for our mothers, it was bad. It was limiting them. It was taking away that dignity upon them and reducing them to nothing. That's just like Numa Boyka. That's why he said that our people will not sell on the street no more. Our people will not sell in the markets no more. Our people will not be in market selling. That Boyka said it. Hinami, listen to it.
Whole day you sell the money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up.
You hear Joseph Numa Boyka? That was the promises made. That was the agreement made. He right in front of the pulpit speaking. 4 months after election, there will be a new Liberia. Liberia will not be the same. Our children will not have to sell on the streets. Our mothers will not have to sell on the street. Things will be fine. He will provide dignified life for them. Few days from now will be in 3 years. Where are we with those promises? Where are we? No, these are things when we ask, then other people get vexed with us. These are things when we put out there, some of them, they want black our video. They're reporting us. That should be our question. That should be our question. That should be our question. Where are we? These are some of the things that we continue to say. These are some of the things that we continue to ask for. We are not asking for anything out of the ordinary. No. We are not asking for anything that Boyka did not promise, or Boyka promised us these things that we are asking for. And he set a time limit to these things. He set time limit. He wasn't in wine when he told us. He was very sober. It wasn't in secret. It was in the open he said these things. And added time limit to it. Timeline. Listen to him.
When is election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be thing of the past.
You hear him? A Liberia where corruption will be things of the past. But I will play you another video according to Joseph Newman Boyka. A Liberia where we will not have to deal with corruption. A Liberia where Joseph Newman Boyka told us he will be robust, he will be proactive when it comes to fighting corruption. That Joseph Newman Boyka. A Liberia where nobody will walk away scot-free when they are caught in the web of corruption. That Joseph Newman Boyka there for you. A Liberia where he, Joseph Newman Boyka, will stand griga to ensure that people who are engaged in the art of corruption, they account. That Joseph Newman Boyka said it. But I'm about to play you a clip. I'm about to play you a clip. The very finance minister of the Republic of Liberia, Augustine Kpehe Gafwan, is engaged in the broad act of corruption. Has Mr. Newman Boyka taken any action against him? No, I don't want you to believe me. That's why I say today I'm playing clips. I don't want you to believe me. We are playing clips. That's why Boyka ended his words. But even before we come to Augustine Kpehe Gafwan, let's leave that one for. We'll come to something else. He said that corruption will be the thing of the past. Let me play it again for you to hear it for yourself. So you can say, oh, yeah, you can't lie to, oh, yeah, and this, that, and other thing. Let's play it. Listen to this.
Well, corruption will be the thing of the past because
Yeah. Let me play it again.
Liberia, well, corruption will be the thing of the past because you see a Liberia that will give you hope. You see a Liberia, well, corruption will be the thing of the past because
A Liberia that will give you hope. A Liberia where corruption will be thing of the past, according to Joseph Newman Boyka. Corruption will be thing of the past, according to Joseph Newman Boyka. That's what he said. That's not me. That Boyka saying it so. That Boyka talking it so. Corruption will be thing of the past, according to Joe Newman Boyka. That's what he said. That's why he's telling us. Corruption will be thing of the past. Where are we relative to corruption? I will give you this example. The first act of corruption that was committed under Joseph Newman Boyka was during the inauguration program, what we call during the transition period. During the transition period, the late Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Sylvester Grispe, went to the, how you call the place, a National Social, NASCOP, National Social Corporation, and took almost $600,000. According to them, they wanted to buy vehicles for the transition period, those who will be coming to Liberia, to, etc., etc. 600,000 Liberian dollars for NASCOP money, the money where Liberian people keeping for retirement, retirement pension. He went and took that money from there. And according to them, it was for him to buy vehicles. Vehicles. For those who will be coming, those dignitaries and other one or two things, they buy in the car. At the end of the day, we could not even see the car. Talk less about the money. All of the cars that they use were cars that were turned over by President Weah to them from the GSA and etc. during the transition period. Up to today, as we're speaking, Sylvester Grispe gone when he was alive. We're talking about the money business. Did he persecute? Did he ask for any investigation to ensure that the late Sylvester Grispe or whoever that was involved, that they account for that particular money, 600,000 of the Liberian people dollars? It went in vla. Up to today, they talking what we're talking here, so nobody know the head and tail of that particular money. We not see car, we not see money. That was the first act. The second thing that happened was the money that was provided for the inaugural program. During the inauguration program, there was a budget that was set up for the inaugural program that was being managed by Madam Miata family, etc., etc., including the party chair at the time, Luther Tappe. The money that were to be used to ensure that every Liberian participate in that inaugural program, that they feel the impact. Miata family took some of the money and gave it to the party chairman. Party chairman collected that money, and guess what they did? They gave the inaugural funds to their chapter auxiliary, Unity Party chapter auxiliary. Money that was meant for all of us for the program. It was diverted to the Unity Party wing. Even at that, the money that was even diverted, Luther Tappe was brave enough to take some of the money and say they're taking the money that was allocated to send to the county is going to be 5,000. But out of the 5,000, they were giving the people then 2,000. They were keeping the balance one to headquarters. They were keeping it to headquarters. A Reverend Luther Tappe. That other noise there, we're talking from the beginning. Did anybody account for it? Was anybody persecuted for that? But Joseph Newman Boyka made to understand that corruption will be the thing of the past. In other words, he will be very robust on it. But where are we? Jonathan K. Bola, thank you so much for joining us from Ohio. Thank you so much for your presence here, Columbus, Ohio. Jonathan, you are welcome. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate you for joining us. So nobody was made to account for that money. Money that was made for the inaugural program, these people diverted that money and went towards Unity Party. We made noise behind it. Just like Newman Boyka said, the RAA, the Internal Audit Agency, will look at that particular thing. Up to today, RAA is still looking at it. RAA, the the Internal Audit Agency, is still conducting the investigation till 2 years ago on inaugural funds. They still conducting. No here, no tea. But there's the man that told us that corruption will be thing of the past. But where are we? Where are we? But you expect us not to ask questions. When we ask questions, then you get vexed. Then you want defend. What do you want defend? The man who you defending, that his words we are using against him. We are asking questions. We are demanding. That's all. Joseph Newman Boyka said, corruption will be the thing of the past. Let me play this again before we go to the next video. I want you to
We will not allow small children to sell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today is the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You see a Liberia that will give you hope. You see a Liberia where corruption will be a thing of the past.
Yeah, that's why we keep these videos. We keep these videos because we want to ensure that our people get the information. We want to ensure that our people are adequately informed. We want to ensure that we are not just talking. That's the difference between us here and other people. Other people will talk and some may not even show you evidence. They will lie and may not show you evidence. But for us, when we are speaking, we want to bring these videos for you to be able to see it, to hear it for yourself. People say, oh, no, so that you can get the facts. So where are we? Where are we? It did not stop there. Right in the office of the president, there was an act of corruption. In the office of the president, right in the president office. I'm about to bring it out to you. Don't believe it. Right in the president office. Y'all remember the Ministry of State? Y'all remember Madam Sora Besto-Nyanti, the foreign minister, when they said they were providing scholarship for Liberian students to study abroad? Are coming. I don't want you to believe it. I may pull up it here for you. Just bear with me. Let me pull this one up here for you. Okay. Just bear with me. I want to get it. Yeah. I just want to bring the paper. Like I said, most of the time when I'm talking, I want you to, to see it. Just bear with me so that I get this thing off here. Let me bring it right here. Here is it. Let me bring it here for all of us to see it. Bear with me. I want to remove this. Remove this right here and then bring this here. Okay, so let me move this that we have. Let me close this right here. Here is it. You see here? GOL 25 million scholarship, GOL 25 million STEAM scholarship program suspended amid fraud allegation. Here's the program. Let's just go and read a few bars of it. Let's read a few bars of it. Monrovia, Liberia. The Liberian government have put its 25 million Necotech scholarship program for STEM students on hold following allegation of fraud and public uh, skepticism about its legitimacy. The initiative, announced as a groundbreaking opportunity for 250 Liberians to study in the United States, has come under scrutiny, leading to its suspension. Here is it. Sorry, let's go here. Yeah, sorry. Launched on November 6th by President Joseph Numa BOAKAI in collaboration with Foreign Minister Sarah Bestro Nyati and Information Minister Jeremy Pia, the program promised non-collateral students loan through a partnership with the Necotech. So let me just move this from here. I just wanted to show it to you so you can see what we are talking about here. So you are seeing it, right? Here is it. Here's the article. This is not just something that we are making up. Here is it. And you see here. So my question is, were anybody persecuted for this Nicotech scheme that was run by Joseph Newman Boyka, Cyril Bestro Nyati, and Jeremy Pia? Just a minute. Let me check on something quick. Let me check on something very quick here. You okay? Okay. So the Nicotech scholarship, I'm sorry, thank you so much. So the Nicotech scholarship, were there anybody prosecuted for it? We told you that Mr. BOAKAI, just as the word fraud is spelled, that's how BOAKAI name is spelled. BOAKAI and fraud, they are the same. The man who promised that corruption will be a thing of the past. If this man is not a fraud, if this man is not a schemer, if Joseph Newman BOAKAI is a man who believes in honesty, who will allow you to be dragged, for the presidency to be dragged at a program? The man went there and dedicated a program, blah, blah, only to know that that thing was a complete 419 program between Sarah Besro Nyati and Jerolime Pia, another crook there that they're having at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism. If the president, Joseph Newman BOAKAI, was a serious minded person, if he was not a corrupt old man, for you to be involved into such thing, what will you do? You immediately take action and say, no, this cannot be. This cannot be. You cannot use my name or drag me into this kind of shame and disgrace and allow me to be comfortable. People must be persecuted. But who were persecuted? Name me one person. Give me the names of people that were persecuted for this Nicotech, how you call scheme that they were running. And guess what? They were running it right. I said Joseph Newman BOAKAI himself right under his nose. They were running it. Okay. Right under Joseph Newman BOAKAI nose. And the people were running the program. At the end of the day, ask yourself, did Joseph Newman BOAKAI take any action against these people? Did he? Was anybody asked the hard and critical question? These are the questions that you should ask yourself. When we tell you that Joseph Newman BOAKAI is a fraud, some of you get angry. Yo, you can't respect old people. This, that, all that thing. When somebody is a fraud, there is no way you will be able to put it. What do you want? Take it. Take what you want. Okay, take it. Thank you. Open it. Okay. Go now. Bye bye. Oh, sorry, my people. So at the end of the day, we told you that Joseph Newman BOAKAI was a fraud, and you didn't believe it because nobody will feel comfortable, especially at the level of Joseph Newman BOAKAI, to be a president, and then you see yourself dragged into something that is so corrupt, that has a corrupt nature. You will immediately take action and say, "No, this is not me. I must take action. People must be held accountable." But up to today, and I what made Jerolime Pia brave to be on Mika platform and be insulting people up and down? Why you think Jerolime Pia is brave enough to use that particular sacred platform, the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism, to start to insult people? Why do you think it is like that? It is like that because Jerolime Pia know who Joseph Newman BOAKAI is. That a body, that a crew partner. They collected poor Liberian students' money. And at the end of the day, what became of that Nicotech program? You and I, we are yet to see anybody that was held accountable. And look at the place the thing happened. In the office of the president, the foreign minister, and the information minister, they croak Liberian students. Look at the kind of thing that happening. And you say we shouldn't talk, we should be comfortable. When we come to expose and tell the Liberian people that Mr. BOAKAI is a fraud, is a 419, he's a schemer. I say, oh, we can talk to people yell at that. I'm not insulting him. Everything that I am saying here, they are facts. Facts. It did not only stop there. They went to the office of the first lady in the first family. It left from Joseph Newman Boyka's lap. They went to the office of the first lady, where the first lady office was involved in the issue of corruption. Since scholarship, they say they're carrying people to go England, what kind of play to go for scholarship. At the end of the day, it took the children their money. Another noise again got to come up. That noise that came up today, to just quiet the noise down, Liberia, the people can always say, I want noise that 1 week, 7 days, maybe 1 week. They will just talk and nothing will come from out of it. As I speak to you today, nobody was held accountable. To quiet the noise down after we make noise on it, Katumu Boykato, one of her nephew in your office, say, go rest him or go sit down. We just tell Liberian people, say, we suspend you for a few days. Since there, he's in the office now. When he sat down for 2-3 days, they come back. Liberian people, problem like 1 week. They finish talking, you're leading. They will not talk again. Nobody will talk about it when you finish. Look, you must be joking if you think Joseph Newman Boyka don't understand or don't know the minds of the Liberian people. Joseph Newman Boyka understand that very well. He know the Liberian people how they are. Joseph Newman Boyka has been in the political arena for a while. He understands the political IQ of the Liberian people. But you know what giving him hard time these days? Thank God that we are far advanced in his Asian ideas. That's why you see Boyka has now moved. Boyka know that Liberians, we are not serious people. When the thing happen, we'll get very, we talk, oh, like we'll come and bring heaven down. After 7 days, you finish. That's why Boyka is misbehaving. You think this nonsense that Mr. Boyka and his gangster are doing around, you think if Liberians are people who teach leaders serious lesson, Boyka will be trying the nonsense around? He will not. But the only player can get very when Prince Cherry talking, then you want get very with him. You want get very. You know how many family members are having that are you call part of the Unity Party? It can move me. Then are you where you will come rare and cost me that you the one we thought then I will be moved. So you don't even move me, you just help to strengthen me. So these are things that we are saying. In the office of the first lady, there was another corruption act again. I don't want you to believe it. Let me bring you the information. So now we're talking, people just think that we're joking. We're talking with the one lie. In the office of the first lady office engaged in scheme. I don't want you to believe it. Let me come in. Let me bring the information. I don't want you to believe it. Don't worry. We'll bring it here. Okay. Hey, yeah. I said the people they are fraud. When I'm telling you, you think that I lie. Oh, the people there, they bad. What they talking for? Sedition there. Hey, y'all know. Let me share the one so our people can see it. When we talk, you say, oh, we probably lying. We lying. Yeah, is it? Yeah, is it? Yeah. We don't just tell you because we want to tell you. No. When we count this platform to talk, we are serious-minded people. We are not liars. We are not looking for numbers. We are not looking for numbers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're looking to say the truth. Yeah, is it? First lady, lukewarm response to scholarship fraud sparks concern over accountability. Let the first lady here. Let me just read a few bars of this story. From the office of the president with corruption, we are a go to, how you call it, a first lady office. These people are corrupt. Joseph Newman Boyka said they will take action. Corruption will be thing of the past. I just surface are given to you before we even enter in the government. So let's read few bars of the whole thing here and then see what we get here. First Lady Katumu BOAKAI has suspended 2 staff members involved in a controversial scholarship scheme, but her decision has been described as insufficient given the serious nature of the allegation and damage done to public trust. The scandal has drawn public attention with accusations that the official solicited 4,000 from a Liberian parent under the pretense of securing scholarship for 2 children to study in Great Britain. The suspended individual, Mr. Vavi Holmes and Mr. J. Lomaxva, have been placed on a 1-month unpaid leave. That means that they put them on unpaid leave, suspension and leave, and now they sent you. Let me tell you, let me tell you something, my people. We thank God that our family they try and they were able to educate us. You see that? When Katumu BOAKAI, when other people in the office were asked, they say, oh, they suspend the people. When she was asked, they say the people on leave. To be on leave and on suspension are two different things. Are two different things. And the paper just put it the right way. That the paper here. A 1 month unpaid leave and have refunded the full amount to the affected parent. A press release from the First Lady office was quoted. After conducting a careful review of the situation and assessing the available evidence, Madam Katumu BOAKAI has taken the following decisive action, blah, 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 and other stuff like that. So these are things that we are telling you. We are not just telling you because we want to spoil people's name here. The first family involved in heavy act of corruption. What came from out of it? Nothing. According to them, they send a man on leave. At the same way they did to Brian McGee, we come to Brian McGee's story from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. After raping a 14-year-old girl, Joseph Nima BOAKAI said, go on leave. The man submitted a letter. He said, oh, I want to go on leave for Joseph Nima BOAKAI said, no problem. Mr. Brian McGee, you can go on leave. What kind of wickedness is this? What kind of useless government is this? Huh? What kind of useless government is this? So there's the paper. At the end of the day, according to somebody who I know working in the office of my man Prizo, some of this information before the so-called big station can run with it, we can say it around the platform. We said it on the platform. The message my man Prizo, I forget about nothing I've learned. Nothing will come from inside. Said nothing will come from inside. Somebody that in the office told me, my man, I mean, just went 1 week. Man went for 1 week. Man came by, man was working. The only thing is almost call no boy. A few journalists then I want to raise the issue, they raise it, they go going on. They put no Liberia. 1 week. Liberia problem at 1 week problem. As soon as they talk 1 week, then finish. And this is where we find ourselves. No serious action has been taken in the office of the First Lady and the President. Scholarship corruption scheme. Nobody was held accountable. Nobody was placed behind bars to serve as a deterrent. Now you see how the country is corrupt and everybody just doing their own thing. Money that was meant for different program. Army Moda collected that money, say go back car. At the end of the day, we made no. Army Moda look at it for long and say, let it not get into our me. Let me move for here and go sit down here. Man, go sit down. He wasn't prosecuted for that. His actions, well, they may even move. He wasn't moved at all. Money that was misappropriated. They tell you say they have money here and that's supposed to do, they take it and go do the thing. It wasn't prosecuted at all. But then the big one, the GAC report. I will play the video of the GAC report. Like I said today, I want to play you this report. We don't just want to be talking and I want to play you this report for you to hear it for yourself. Again, we want to welcome each and every one of you. If this is your first time on here, we say welcome under the Palava Hut. Feel free to comment, to like, to share. and let us have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Let us have a wonderful time. Just bear with me. Let me bring this stuff here. Let me see. Okay. Just bear with me. Let me bring this here. I want to bring you that report conducted by GAC. Okay, just bear with me. Let me use from on this other end here. So just bear with me. Let me try to bring you. Okay. Just bear with me. Let me try to bring this report here. Okay. Okay. So let me bring you this right here. Let's go here and let me bring you this. Let me bring you this. And I want you to listen to this. Let me just bring it here for you while you're listening to this. Let's bring it here, listening to this report. Listen, it's a 6 minutes report. Let's just listening to this.
And corruption have where debt and corruption have intertwined, demands our urgent attention. With a public debt of $2.6 billion, more than 4 times its level a decade ago, the country is facing a crisis that threatens its future. This debt, comprising mostly foreign loans and a significant domestic component, has surpassed 52.53% of the nation's GDP, far exceeding the IMF's recommended threshold. A comprehensive audit by the General Auditing Commission, GAC, has unveiled shocking irregularities in Liberia's domestic debt portfolio. Approximately $770 million in claims dating back to 1980 are either invalid or unverified, highlighting the country's struggles with public financial management and debt accountability. Out of 1,083 domestic debt claims reviewed, only 133 were properly verified, while the majority were deemed invalid due to insufficient documentation and inconsistencies.
So let
The
me bring you
GAC audit
this one
report
from, let me take this one from here. There is this I want to bring you from OKFM. Let me see. So just bear with me while I try to bring you this. I want to take it from here. This one is more in the simplest form. Sorry. So just bear with me while I try to bring you this. Just bear with me. I posted it, so just bear with me. I'll find it and then I'll play it for you. So it's taking me a while, but that's what we do. I posted this, so I'm very sure we'll find it to be able to play. To the extent that Minister Gafuan is involved in the act of corruption, and unfortunately, nobody, absolutely nobody, is holding Gafuan accountable for his action after stealing such a huge amount. To the extent that Gafuan is telling us that they don't know whether there is a record or there is a paper or whatever on the money, but the money was expended. Money expended, but no records. The Boko there, bunch of criminals. So just bear with me while I try to bring this GAC stuff here. Uh, just bear with me. So bear with us, you know. I don't know, but just bear with us. Let's try to bring you this. We are supposed to bring you, and then I think, I don't know if it is on this page or is on my other one. I don't know, but that's so GSC conducted a report while almost about $115 million was unaccounted for by Augustine Kpehi Gafuan. Yeah, was unaccounted for by Augustine Kpehi Gafuan to the extent that they could not explain to us how that money was expended. Only at the end of the day, for them to tell us how there are no records, there are no paper, there are no document to that effect. Just bear with me. I think it's on my other page here. I don't know, but I think it's on the other page there. So just bear with me. Let me see if I can bring you this from on the other page, and that will be fine. I think it's from on the other page. So just bear with me. Let me bring you this right here. Okay, okay, okay. So while we're trying to bring you that, let's just be playing something here for you while we try to bring you that. So while we try to look for it, let me just play something here for you. Yeah. Thank you.
500 young girls. It's aligned.
So just bear with me. Let me. Okay. As you conclude.
Yeah, you talking to me, Prince?
Jake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brother.
Brother, that rhetoric from the podium from the president was that flat. Because they just wanted to come to power. People still sitting on the street. People still sitting in the street. Some of my children are going to school. All the things they condemn. Free education, they condemn it. The one I told you, the society, the godable society. How can somebody be in a comfort of that resident in America or part of the world over in Labrador, they condemning free education? That's a gift. That's a privilege for everybody. Then when president, through the finance minister, talk about free education, the Labradors don't embrace it. They embrace it because of propaganda, godable society. They spin it. They went to last. Today, what is University of Liberia now? What is student unification? What is learning student here today? The soup. What going the EFF, Economic Freedom Fighter. I know you portraying yourself to be like Judas Malema. Yeah, Malema in court today. Malema in court. All these are just fair organization. Economic Freedom Fighter for your people. Gongwa, they were just on our side, they're Guinea. They were all policy in hack. I don't respect this guy. They don't stand for nothing. They just want power. And when they from the initial stage of BOAKAI, and they get in to retrieve something, they start going after Finabono, all these people, the Recovery Act, all these. So what going on now with EFCC, the Economic Freedom for Liberia? It's all of them was a political hack. All of them. So please, I don't want to dive in. I don't want to dive in.
Okay, so all right, so I want to bring you this, and I want you to listen. This is where we are going to take our own time and listen. A broad act of corruption. An audit was carried on by the General Auditing Commission. And I want you to listen to what this report has to say about the government and behind the scene. Just listen.
GAC say what the auditor from the General Auditing Commission GAC say about the financial statement of the consolidated funds account of the government of Liberia. Here are key things to know about the financial statement of the consolidated funds account of the government of Liberia for the period covering January 1, 2024 to December 31, 2024. Auditors are the government people who can check on how those who collect or receive government money and other items spent or use them. They help to fight corruption or prevent people from stealing from government and the public. The consolidated funds account is where they keep all the government money. This is the same place the government can take money from to build all the roads, the schools, pay government workers, and do plenty other things. The Ministry of Finance and Development Planning is the government house responsible to spend all government money. The auditor report on the consolidated funds account for January 1, 2024 to December 31, 2024 says many wrong things happened. The report says that 1. The Ministry of Finance and Development Planning people spent $2,806,470 more than what they're supposed to spend with no backing from the lawmakers. 2. 106 government offices, including schools and hospitals, did not get all the money they were supposed to get in the budget. The auditor says finance ministry people did not give $78,289,600 to government entities that were supposed to receive it. 3. The finance ministry people spent $2,850,035 without receipts or paper to show how the money was spent. 4. 10 government offices did not give government share of the money they make. 1. Finance ministry people spend overplus or without the lawmakers giving go ahead. What the auditor say? The auditor says the Ministry of Finance people spent $2,806,470 more of what they were supposed to spend with no backing from the lawmakers. The auditor says the Ministry of Finance people did not show any paper to prove that they got the backing from the lawmakers to spend more than what the lawmakers say they should spend. What is bad about this? The auditor say spending government money without backing from the lawmakers is wrong and against the public financial management law or the big law that deals with government money business in Liberia. The auditor also say spending government money over plus can lead to corruption and people doing things they are not supposed to do with the money. What did the Ministry of Finance big people say to the auditor? The Ministry of Finance big people told the auditor they did not do wrong by spending over plus because the public financial management law or the big money law also gave them power to spend more. What did the auditor say to the Finance Ministry big people? The auditor says the Finance Ministry big people did not show any proof to back what they did by spending over plus. 2. 106 government offices, including schools and hospitals, did not get the whole amount they were supposed to get in the budget. What the auditor say? The auditor say the Ministry of Finance people did not give 106 government offices like schools and hospitals all the money they were supposed to get. The auditor says the total money the Finance Ministry people did not give those offices was $78,289,600 United States dollars. When the auditor checked, they did not see any paper that gave Finance Ministry people the power to hold the money from going to those government offices where the lawmakers agree.
So, my people, I just want you to listen to this, and you listening to it. I'm sorry that I can't end everything. I want to welcome my sister Hawa. You are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. So this is it. You've just listened to a few bars of this particular report from the GSC in the simple version that all of us will understand. With all of these heavy acts of corruption, has anybody from the Ministry of Finance been asked or is undergoing investigation? If Joseph Numa BOAKAI was a man of clean hands, Augustine Kpehe Gafwan now should be before the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission answering questions for all of these damaging reports. And that's why we are demanding. We are demanding. These were people yesterday who were saying, oh, President, we are sack Samuel Tuer for allegations. Sack Samuel Tuer. Something which they did not see. They just sit down in their mind. They believe that Samuel Tuer was the most corrupt person because he was finance minister. Oh, the man can take the money, carry the president. We are, hey, he can do this, he can do that. And they demanded that President we should sack Samuel Tuer. Oh, sack Samuel Tuer. Samuel Tuer has to be there, blah, blah, blah. But today, theirs was just an allegation. Somebody will just wake up in the morning, oh, Samuel Tuer took money. He put in a bag, he put in a bag, carry here. But this is a report. A very, somebody will say, very in-depth report with details conducted by the same government agency, the GSC. They have documentary evidence to all of these things. But where are we now? No, where are we, my people? Where are we? Augustine Kpehe Gafwan stay passing around. But Joseph Numa BOAKAI will made us to believe that he will fight corruption. Corruption will be a thing of the past. Fellow Liberians, we've been here for like an hour, 48 minutes. Zico, how are you? Welcome. Hawatote, thank you for joining us. That's my own sister right there. I welcome all of you. What we do is to continue to educate our people with the least chance that we have. Some of us, we are people who don't really walk around like that or go here, there, you know. So all the time that we have, we spend it on educating our people. This is the broad art of corruption that is going on under the Joseph Numa BOAKAI government. And nobody is speaking out. Nobody is, being questioned in the Joseph Numa BOAKAI government for this. Look at the budget. You're talking about $1.2 billion budget, which will not achieve. Amara Kone wrote something, but these are things that we've been saying from day one. Blasting at the Unity Party government. In other words, all that he was saying was that Unity Party, your agenda, they arrest agenda, they aid agriculture. Even your budget, it does not even support agriculture. In other words, when you read that thing that Amara Kone wrote, Amara Kone was just telling them that, look, your whatever you put out as a tool that the Liberian people should look at as your agenda is contrary to what you are doing. Because you cannot talk about agriculture and at the end of the day, the reality shows that you are not even paying attention to agriculture. You cannot talk about education, that the children will not be on the sun selling, but you are not even paying attention to education. You cannot talk about health. According to Joseph Newman BOAKAI, in all the community, there will be hospital in all of the community. But let JFK there. JFK now has become almost like a prison center for people who go take treatment. Because when you finish with the treatment, they will hold you. They say, you must pay the money. You can't pay, they hold you there. But Joseph Newman BOAKAI promised us that clinics will be built in all of the community. Where are we with those clinics? And I want to play this, and probably maybe we'll call it a day after this video. Where are the clinics in the various community? Let's listen to Mr. BOAKAI speaking here about clinics that, according to him, he will build in all of the community. Don't believe what I am saying until you hear BOAKAI talking. Don't get mad at me. Just take your own time. Let's take our own time and listen to BOAKAI first. When you listen to BOAKAI, you will hear him talking. And you will know whether the thing what I say, whether they're lie or they're true.
That's why you have to protect it. If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country. We're not going to allow that to happen. Like that. That's why you have to protect it.
That is not it. I'm coming. Just bear with me. I want to bring you this video where BOAKAI promised that in every community there will be a hospital. But right now, as we speak to you, even the existing hospital is not even able to fund them. The money that is meant for the funding of those hospitals to keep those hospitals that we have active, well, and fine, that of money part of history. I'll put this video. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Let me see. I'll put this video somewhere. Let me see. Bear with me. Let me. Mr. BOAKAI, how you doing, sir? This is the June 7th protest that BOAKAI. Former Vice President of Liberia, Ambassador Joseph Newman BOAKAI, just arrived on the scene of the protesters here. The protesting here. So if you're just coming our way, this is right at the executive mansion. People were protesting. Here are the where I put this protesters. So all you need to do is just to share this video, share, and share this. We do apologize for not giving you the headlines, but however, we are here. And we are bringing you all of the happenings here. Hello. The grind of the protesters. Joseph Newman BOAKAI, that's Ambassador Joseph Newman BOAKAI, is already here. He had just arrived on the scene of the protester to talk to them. So we are going to listen to him to hear what he had to say to the protester here.
Whatever we're doing here, what we do is for you.
So listening.
And you can't just be sitting there and say anything that people do is all right. It's not all right. It's going to change. It's going to be for your children's future. It's going to be for good schools, good medical services, every community will make sure they will have good medical services for our people.
Yeah, that Joseph Numa BOAKAI here. Joseph Numa BOAKAI promised the Liberian people every community will have good medical service provided by government. That Joseph Numa BOAKAI, good schools and etc. So when we are saying these things, we are not asking for things that we don't know of. Here is it. Listen to this. Listen.
Whatever we're doing here, what we do is for you. And you can't just be sitting there and say anything that people do is all right. It's not all right. It's going to change. It's going to be for your children's future. It's going to be for good schools, good medical services. Every community will make sure they will have good medical services for our people.
Yeah. And every community will have good medical services for our people. That Joseph Numa BOAKAI words there. That's what he's saying. But look in the budget. Is it reflecting the reality? Is it? That is no. But my people, I want to thank each and every one of you. This morning, we've been here together, sharing ideas. I want to thank you. Kindly like, follow, and share the page. Until we meet again, hopefully maybe this evening, have yourself a God bless day and enjoy your weekend. Bye from my end.